同学们好.
老师好。
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is Monday, February the 28th. We're in the second part of the first section of the Untitled Chapter traditional form. Today, we will be learning left brush knee from White Crane. Let us begin with our standing practice. If you want to do it sitting down, of course you can. So we'll start feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider, and arms rounded in front of your chest, nice big circle, legs bent, everything stacked up over your feet. And so we'll do a couple of minutes here, and then we'll do the empty stances. So we'll begin by doing our checks, and what I'd like to revisit from last week is that the way we do relax feng song, if I don't mangle that too much, is to open and extend the joints and the tendons. So we want a feeling of opening, and that feeling of opening allows us to connect the parts of the body. So we start at the top of the head, the mouth closed, teeth gently touching, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Feel your head empty, pushing up and energetic. Now feel your shoulders sinking, and feel the connection between the top of your head and your shoulders sinking and elbows dropping. Now we want to sink our chest and round the back. That's 1 minute. So as you pull open at the elbows, feel you're pulling the shoulder blades open. Feel that's pulling on your spine, and feel the connection to your shoulders. So drop the shoulders and open the back at the same time. Now, rounding the back should help you relax the waist, which is to open and extend your lower back by sinking your hips straight down. Feel the weight in your feet, weight over the bubbling wells, so even front and back, and also even from left to right. Once we have our posture and everything is connected, try breathing naturally, gentle, in and out breaths. See if you can feel your abdomen moving as you breathe in and out. That's 2 minutes. So what we're trying to do is to connect the different parts of our body together through relax. The benefits are that everything softens, soft but not stiff, and soft but not limp either. And we sink down. And breathing, feeling the natural breath, our abdomen moving up and down as we breathe, helps us feel the sinking of our breath. That will make our lower body heavy and our upper body light. And in the last 10 seconds, feel the crown of your head pushing up. Feel your hips dropping down. Feel open and connected along your spine. So from here, we're going to do the empty stance. I'm just going to spend a few minutes talking about just reviewing the empty stance before we perform that posture. If you wish, you can stay in this posture, or if you wish, you could actually just do your standing practice in our opening, our prepare stance. So the legs are straight here. So just to review the empty stance quickly. So what we do with empty stance, with all the stances, feet are either to the corner or to the straight direction. So I have this blue line here. I'm going to have my heel on the one side of the blue line, and my ball of my foot is on the other side of the blue line. One foot to the corner, the other foot to straight, weight over the bubbling well of the back foot. So sink your hip straight down. We also have crotch rounded, so make sure that your knee isn't pointing in, it's nice and pointing in the same direction as your toe. Weight distribution, 70% on the back, 30% on the front. Tilt your torso forward at the hip crease, fold forward slightly. That'll help you feel push and support. So you should be able to push with the front foot and push back with the back and feel the relationship between the two of them. That's the ball touch empty stance. We can also do it heel. And so with the heel, again, it's center line two sides. We're going to sink. Now we're going to touch with the heel on the other side of the line. It's the whole heel. The back leg is bent. The front leg is straight but not locked. And just put the heel down and sink down. Now, one of the things that you might recall is that when we talked about the bow stance, we said the knee shouldn't go further, shouldn't be over the toes in the bow stance. That's just for this front leg in the bow stance. When you're doing the empty stance, it's fine to have your knee well over the toe. So let us do those stances. And we'll start with the ball touch. So empty stance, one foot to the corner, the other side of the line. In empty stance ball touch, your chest is pointing towards the front. It's pointing in the same direction as your front foot. So in order to get that 30% on the front foot, fold forward at the hip crease in the direction of your supporting foot. Feel your head up. Feel the shoulders sinking, elbows dropping. Chest sinking, back rounded. And your waist relaxed with your hips dropping down. We're just going to spend a minute here, so change the other foot. Use your waist movement to help move your weight over to the other side. Empty stance, ball touch. So center line two sides, touch with the ball, chest square, fold forward slightly in the direction of the front foot. 70% on the back, 30% on the front. Feel the crown of your head pushing up, even though your torso is folded forward slightly. Shoulders sinking, elbows dropping. Feel pulling out at the elbows to pull open the shoulder blades to the back. Drop your weight, drop your hips straight down to relax the waist. And see if you can observe your breathing. 1 minute, so let's change to the other side, the other foot to the corner. Now we're going to do heel touch. So center line two sides, heel. Front leg straight, back leg bent. In this stance, our chest is to the corner. Our gaze is to the front, in other words, in the same direction as our front foot. The fold of our torso is in the direction of the front foot. So don't fold towards your hands, fold forwards towards the supporting foot. And again, observe your body and observe the breath. And what we can do in standing practice as time passes, we can start adjusting. So do I have enough of a tilt in my hips? Am I too far forward or too far back? That's 1 minute. Let's change to the other side. So the other foot to the corner. One line, two sides. Heel touch, front leg straight. Chest to the corner. Head looking in the direction of the front foot. Fold the torso in the direction of the front foot. And the way to know whether your head is in the right posture, whether you have your chest rounded too much, whether you're too stiff or too limp, is to observe your breathing. Go either side. So try harder with your arms. Pull open more and see if your breath gets more labored. If it does, you've gone too far. Back off a little. So in the end, your own body, your own breath is your teacher and will show you what your posture should be. And that's a minute here, and we'll just stop release, and come out. And that's our standing practice for today.
Question.
Rima, do you have a question?
Yes. If you're folding slightly forward at the hip, but you're saying the head goes up, does that mean that I'm sort of tilting my head back? Or is the up, oh, I see, is
No,
the
it's fine.
up sort of in this diagonal?
Yes. That's a very good question. So what does up mean? And so in general, what up means is feel there's a string on the crown of your head that's pulling your head vertically up, and allow your head to adjust. Let's actually just observe it in bow stance. So in bow stance, you can see my torso is tilted, but I'm looking, my head is up. And so normally what we're trying to do is that the front of our face is vertical, so that the crown of our head is pulling up. So similarly here, when we're in this stance, for example, even though I'm folded forward slightly, I try to feel that pulling up of my head so that the front of my face is vertical.
So just from observation, when you did that, it looked to me like the straightening was not in the neck, but in your chest. That you were folded here and the chest was up. No?
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at the recording and see what I'm doing. Yeah, so the way I understand it is that, you are using your neck to lift your head. If I'm lifting my chest, I'm probably not doing it exactly right.
Sorry. Okay.
No. Thank you for that. I'll go and have a look and see if I need to fix that. Okay, excellent question. Yes, Maria.
As you said, the head has to be on the same line as the back, although as the torso when you're facing. So your head in the same line, it can't be moving forward.
Well, I mean, it depends on how your body works. I mean, my neck is, it's like my neck isn't completely vertical, I don't think. Ideally, you're not like a tortoise, but you work with what you have.
Right. Okay.
Does that answer the question? I'm not sure I understood.
That's right.
Okay. Any other questions? Excellent. So let us practice the form together. And I will start by going in the same direction that you're facing. Feet shoulder width apart, legs straight but not locked, arms by the side of your legs. Feel your middle finger pulling down, head up. This is prepare. Opening, rotate and lift the arms to shoulder height. Press down, rotating at the shoulders, then the elbows, then the wrists, keeping the palms parallel to the ground. Shift weight slightly to the left. Open the right toe as the hands separate. Sink your weight onto the right leg. Right arm up, circle, left arm down. Step out, and then left arm up, right arm down. Torso vertical at the end, looking to the side, left arm pointing to the side. Ward off right. Shift your weight with body turning right. Left arm comes to the right a bit. Now shifting back to the left. Rotate and swing. Close and step out. Heel touch. Lift into ward off right. Roll back. Swing, rotate the arms to the corner. Sit your weight back as you swing the waist to the other corner. Press. Close the right arm, big circle with the fingertips of the left hand, pressing out into press. Push. Flatten the palms, square the chest. The palms come back horizontally just at the end. They sit vertically, then push up and back out to shoulder height. Single whip. Start shifting the weight back. Flatten the palms. As you turn the body, separate the arms. Now pull all the way around to the left side. Come back to the right, pressing down, fingertips to fingertips in front. Make a hook, look to the back corner. Step out, left arm comes up to 45 degrees. Rotate the arms to the side as the foot flattens. Strike out as the knee bends. Your torso is vertical. Raise hands, step forward, shift weight slightly to the right, turn the left toe to the corner. As you sit your weight to the left, rotate the arms, big circle around the elbows, root with the right foot, and then turn the chest to the left as the arms close out. White crane, rotate the palms, pull down, big circle with the right, the left comes under the right, close and step. Now as you turn the chest to the side, arms come up, right arm up, left arm pushing down. And again. Let's do it this way. So, prepare. Opening. Press down all the way, almost to the bottom, palms in front of the hips. Grasp bird's tail, ward off left, shift weight slightly to the left, open the right toe, left arm a bit forward, right arm a bit back. As you sit your weight onto the right leg, right arm up, left arm down, look to the front, step out, left arm up, right arm down. Torso should be vertical at the end. Ward off right, shift your weight, turn the left toe to the corner. Now grab and rotate with the left arm to the left corner. Close right foot in and out, touch with the heel, ward off right. Roll back, swing, rotate with the arms to the corner, sit back your weight, swing the arms back to the other corner. In the ending posture, your right arm should be pointing to the left corner. Press, close the right arm towards the chest, left palm on right forearm center, press up and forward into press. Push, flatten the palms, square the chest. As you sit back, the weight palms come back horizontally and then drop vertically in front of your chest. Push up and out, ending with your palms at shoulder height, looking straight ahead, palms vertical. Single whip, shift back your weight, flatten the palms. Now turn the chest, palms separate, arms come around to the back side. Then they come back in front of your chest. Make a hook, look in the hook direction, left arm pointing to right forearm center. As you step to the bow stance on the other side, left arm to 45, foot flattens, rotate the left arm, bend knee as you strike out with the left arm, torso vertical. Raise hands, step forward, shift weight slightly to the right with body turning, turn the left toe in. Shift your weight onto the left, rotate around the elbows, arms start circling, halfway closed, heel touch. Now as you root, turn the chest to the left. This is finish in raise hands. White crane, rotate the palms, right palm facing down, left palm facing up. Now pull down, big circle, look to the side. Change your footwork, step to the corner with the right foot. Now body turn as you step in, lift the right and ball touch with the left. You're looking straight ahead, chest is square, right arm is over the head, fingertips are horizontal, left arm by the side of your hips, fingertips pointing forward. And release. One of the things that I just wanted to flag is I give a number of different corrections because I see different people doing different things. It might feel like a lot of overload. You're hearing lots and lots of things. In general, if you fix just one thing in a class, you've made huge progress. So don't feel you need to attend to everything I say. Take the one that makes sense to you, work on it this week, fix it, and then that's good going forward. So one of the things that I wanted to reiterate with raise hands is the circling of the arms. So what we are going to do is we shift the weight, we're going to rotate, make a big circle with the arms and close. And so the circle with the arms is a horizontal circle. So we're not circling down. So the first thing is we're starting here. We're going to circle out and forwards. So circle back and forwards in the horizontal plane. The thing that I want to add, though, because I see some of us may not have this quite yet, is that at the end, when we're closing our arms, if we close our arms, we'll end with our palms in the same position. We're going to close our arms and turn the chest to the left so that the right arm is forward of the left. So we're going to circle open, and as we close, we turn the chest to the left. So we open. As we close, turn the chest to the left. And then the closing position, the ending posture, the right. So the first thing is that you'll see that my palms aren't vertical or flat. They're tilted forward slightly, they're tilted down slightly. The right arm, the fingertips are about nose height. The left arm is back because I've rotated my chest, and my fingertips of my left arm are pointing at my right forearm center. So let's do that together a couple of times. So we're in single whip, shift back the weight, turn the left toe in. Now rotate, big circle with the arms, root with the right heel. Your arms are about in this position. Then as they close forward, turn your chest. Start here. Open, big circle with the palms. As they come towards each other, rotate the chest so that the right arm goes forward and the left arm is below it and to the back. So I think that's the one thing that would help if we worked on that, just focused on that. I think that's the big pitfall for this movement. So are there any questions before we move on? Okay. Not hearing any. What I'm going to do for our fundamental practice, we're going to do a little bit of waist exercises, because in this movement, like in all these exercises, the waist plays a role. The reason why the waist is important, it connects what happens with our legs to what happens with our arms. So I'm going to use a chair. And you can do it standing if you wish. So let's just loosen and strengthen our waist. So we're going to turn, and actually I will wear my little tag. So this would be your left arm if you're facing, if I'm mirroring you. So we'll start by going to the left, to the right. So the idea is to the left, that your hips don't move, to the right, but the rotation is in your lower back, to the right, to the left, to the right. Now, let's do it on the diagonal. So as you recall, last week we turned slightly to the diagonal, to the left corner. So now I'm going to move my chest out in that direction and then back. So out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Go to the other diagonal. Chest out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Back to the first diagonal. Now we're going to move transversely in this direction along the line of our chest. So one direction, other direction, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and other diagonal along this direction, one direction, other direction, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now we're going to do what I was talking about last week, is we're going to move our chest in a figure 8 in the horizontal. So we're going to go out on the diagonal using this diagonal movement of the waist. Then we're going to do a horizontal movement at the edge, and then come back across the diagonal to the front, do a turn at the edge, and then come back across the front again. So let's try that. So turn your chest to the left, let's say. So go forwards to the right, circle, and 1 across from back to front. Circle at the sides, across. That's 2 from right to left, 2 from left to right. Turn at the edge. 3, 3, 4, 4. Now we can go back the other direction. So let's go backwards across the diagonal now. Backwards across the diagonal. Make a circle. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and release. So the place where we actually see this in the form most obviously is when we do, actually we're doing roll back. So we turn in one direction and then we come back. In fact, it's the same turn that we're doing here, we're doing when we do roll back. The other thing I want to practice, because we're going to use it in the movement we're going to do today, is to revisit the way we were using our waist to lead the rotation of the arms. So have your arms by the side, have one palm forward, the other palm back. So we're going to do both sides, so whatever you prefer, but turn your chest towards the palm that's opening. And then the other side, towards the opening palm, towards the opening palm. So you're turning at the waist at the same time that your arms are rotating. And the position of the arms can be anything. It can be up. It can be in front of you. Just keep moving. We can come down and back to where we started. Now, flip the palms. So now you're going to turn your chest towards the palm that's going towards the back. So I'm going to turn my chest towards the right, towards the to the left side, which is the one with a red thingy. All right, so turn, 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 turn. Make sure that you're not moving your hips, that you're just moving, you're rotating the lower back. If you're moving your hips while you're standing, you're probably tweaking your knee. So this is what we mean when we say that the hips lead the limbs. So it's the rotation of the hips that is making the arm rotation work. And release. Good. So that's the exercise revision for today. Today we are learning left brush knee. And in fact, I think of this as the beginning of the second movement, the second big passage in the first section. So for those of us who are learning the first section for the first time, or maybe second time, just to think about the direction. So we start facing towards the front. Then we turn towards the right-hand side and we do roll back, press, push. We turn through 180 degrees, do single whip. Now we're facing to the left-hand side. We're in single whip. Then we come to the front when we do raise hands. We turn back to the side to do white crane. So now we're facing to the left. The rest of the first section, we are just going to keep doing a whole series of movements going in the same direction, and we finish by turning back to the front. For those of you who think in terms of clock directions, if you imagine a clock in front of you on the floor, we start in the 12 o'clock direction. The first thing we do is we go to 3 o'clock and we do a bunch of stuff. Then we turn through 180 degrees to 9 o'clock, single whip, raise hands takes us back to 12, white crane takes us to 9, and now the movement we are just starting is the beginning of a whole series of movement that will take us to the end of the first section, moving in this one direction. So the movement that we're doing today, I want to just show it to you in a couple of directions. We'll break it down, and then I'll ask Susan to join me in a little while to show you the meaning of this. So we've done raise hand, we've done white crane. And actually, now that I think about it, there's one or two things that I want to review with white crane. Thinking about that, I should have covered it earlier, but being the perfect is the enemy of the good. So let me just revisit a couple of things on white crane. So the thing that I want to underline with white crane is when we are circling down, so we'll review this. We're going to close and step and open the arms. There are two parts to white crane. So for the footwork, we're starting with a heel touch. We're going to pick up our right foot and then put it right back down again in the same place with our toe having changed through 45 degrees. And then we're going to go to the side. So in general, when we do this direction change, if my heel is down, I could just pivot on the heel. The reason why we pick up the foot and put it down again when we do the change is to show that we can actually step in all sorts of different directions. So if I'm in this posture and I have an opponent coming towards me, I can pick up my foot and actually step back if they're coming towards me very quickly. If they're not coming towards me quickly and I want to close the distance towards them, I can step forward. When we do the form, though, we're just picking up the foot and putting it straight down again. The other thing that I want to remind us of is the circling of the arms. So let's just go through the steps. So we are in an empty stance, weight 70% on the left leg, right leg forward, arms up, right in front of left. So 1 is rotate the palms, 2 is pull down, make a big circle, and just as you're finishing, change your footwork. When you touch with the heel, the arms are closed. Now as you shift your weight onto the right, the chest turns to square, right arm goes up, left arm comes down. So there are a couple of, one of the things about, especially young style Tai Chi Chuan, I think, it's the Goldilocks principle. We don't want too much and we don't want too little. So with this arm circle, one way we could circle the arms, which is not correct, is to make a small circle like this. We want to have the left arm coming up to about nose height and then closing. We can also circle too high. So come down and make a big circle so that it's all the way up here and then come down. We want to have the circle this middle height. So let's practice that together. We're starting in empty stance. Heel touch. We've done raise hands. Right arm over higher than left arm. 1, rotate the palms. So top palm down, bottom palm up. Shifting weight back, pull down. Make a big circle with the left arm as the right closes. Pick up your right foot, touch with the heel. Your arms are now closed. As you shift your weight fully onto the right foot, turn your chest to square. Right arm goes up, left pushes down. Again. And here, when you get to the end, hold that posture. I want to say a few things about the closing posture. So 1, rotate, pull down, look to the side, change footwork, arms closed. Change your chest to the square, right arm up, left arm down. So this closing posture, the two arms, the shape of my arms are actually the same. If I bring my top arm down and my bottom arm up, they are exactly the same arms. So here, I want this arm quite relatively straight but not locked. Same for the left, so that if I lift my left and drop my right, they're the same thing. The last thing I want to make clear, I didn't mention it last week, is the shape of the left hand when we finished. So we're going to do this lifting shape. The left fingertips are like headlights of a car. They're pointing straight ahead. The shape of your left arm, if you imagine, just drop your left arm, bend your elbow slightly, bend your wrist slightly so that the palm is horizontal. This is where you want your left arm to be. Let's practice that together a couple of times. Okay, so let's start in raise hands. We've got the right leg forward, touching with the heel, right arm higher than left arm, chest open to the corner. 1, rotate the palms. 2, pull down, keep the chest pointing to the corner all the time as you're circling the arms. Change your footwork, touch with the right heel as the arms are closed. 3, shift your weight forward onto the right foot, square the chest, right arm up, left arm down. Now, one of the things to watch out for here is not to be leaning back. It's very easy to lean back here. Make sure that you have a slight fold forward in the torso. Again, raise hands. 1, rotate the palms, pull down. As the arms close, change your footwork, step to the corner, shift your weight onto the right leg, right arm up, left arm down, ball touch with the left foot, right arm above your head, fingertips horizontal, left by the side of your leg. Okay, any questions? Okay, good. So now we'll talk about left brush knee. Okay, so with left brush knee, we've finished in wide crane. I'll show the movement in 2 directions and then we'll break it down. I'll also break down the count. So 1, we're going to rotate our palms so the right palm faces me, the left palm lifts, my feet don't do anything. 2, I'm going to circle my arms, step out into a bow stance with my left foot, my right arm is to the back corner. 3, I'm going to flatten my foot and the right arm is going to come in front of the right shoulder, the left arm is ahead of me, and then keep pushing with the back leg as I push out with the right and the left comes to my left knee. So let's do it this way. Okay. So I'm doing wide crane. 1, rotate the palms. 2, circle and step out into a bow stance. 3, brush with the left arm, right arm to the shoulder. 4, push forward. Okay, so let's practice the footwork first. So the footwork is relatively straightforward. I think I'll do it this way so that you can see. So I'm in an empty stance with a right leg at the back, ball touch. I've done wide crane. On the 1 count, nothing happens with my feet. On the 2 count, I'm going to step out, shoulder width, heel touch. 3, I'm going to start pushing with my back leg to flatten my foot so that my left leg is still more or less straight, but my foot is flattened, and I keep pushing and I bend my knee. Let's do it in this direction. So I'm in an empty stance. 1, nothing happens with the feet. 2, pick up the left leg and just move it to the side, shoulder width apart. 3, start pushing with the back leg to flatten the foot. 4, bend the knee. Okay, so that's the footwork. So the footwork is not where most of the heavy thinking comes in with this movement. It's more in the arm movements. So let us look at the arm movements. So the first thing we're going to do, we're in empty stance, and we're not going to worry too much about the footwork for now. The first thing is we're going to, with our chest turning towards the right right arm is going to rotate to face us, and the left is going to rotate so that it's in a lifting shape. So actually what we were doing earlier where the waist leads the limbs, so the turning of the chest to the right is going to rotate my palms. The right hand comes down a bit, the left hand comes up a bit. Right palm is looking at me, the left palm is now parallel, is now standing vertical. It's gone from being flat to being vertical. 2, I'm going to make a big circle with my right arm out. 1, going to rotate the palms. 2, big circle with the right arm to the side. The left arm, rotate the palms. 1, 2, the left arm is going to come up and then press down. Rotate the palms. Left arm comes up and then presses down. And when you've finished, your right arm is, in fact, back to the corner, left fingertips to right forearm center. Then we're going to do the right palm is going to come in front of the right shoulder, and the left arm is just going to go to the front. So it's this movement. So the left arm goes to the front, the right arm comes to the shoulder. Just move it backwards and forwards a few times. You'll see this is that movement. And then 4, we're going to strike with the right arm, and the left is going to come to the side of our waist. I'll do it from this side. Let's do it together. So we're starting with the right arm up. Actually, yeah, you might see something from this direction, probably not. Okay. So 1, rotate the palms, right palm facing, left palm sitting, palm vertical. 2, circle with the right arm down, left arm up, then right arm up, left arm down. 3, brush the table with the left arm as the right comes to the shoulder. Now press out with the right, strike out with the right, and the left comes to the left hip. Okay. Pat, you had a question? Nope. And Shurong had not a question. I see a hand, but I don't think you have a question. Okay, good. All right. So let's put those together. Then I'll show you what the idea is behind this movement, and then we'll practice it together a bit more. Okay, so we're in white crane. So 70% on the right leg, ball touch, empty stance, 1 line 2 sides with the left. Right arm over the head, left palm by the left leg. So 1, rotate the palms. 1 down a bit, 1 up a bit. Now the stepping happens. 2, as you swing the arms down and up, step out. When the arms get to the side like this, you're touching with the heel. Now keep pressing with the back leg as the arms change so that the right arm is by the right shoulder. The foot flattens. Keep pushing to bend the knee as you strike out. Again. So 1, rotate the palms. 1, left sitting, right facing you. 2, swing down the right, swing up the left, step out, heel touch. Now, as you move the weight forward, arms one out, one to the shoulder, foot flattens, keep pushing, bend the knee, right arm strikes out, left arm vertical. Your ending posture is in a bow stance, facing in that direction. So you've got this lean in the torso. Your head is up for whatever we've agreed, whatever up is for us today. The strike is with the palm of the right hand. So the right palm is at shoulder height. The head is up, torso tilted, and the left palm is by the left thigh. So this is our ending posture. So let me get Susan and let's quickly review what this movement means. Okay, so the first thing that you could see in this movement is I have this down movement. There's this down movement, and then there's this up and down movement with the other arm. So I'm going to imagine Susan is going to strike towards me. I can actually deflect down. So this movement down, again, is actually a deflect. So this down movement is a deflect, so the energy point is the outside of this arm. The left arm, in fact, is going to be a deflect as well. I connect with the left arm and press down, and then pull to the side. So again, so connect, press down, and pull out. One of the reasons I want you to really think about the fact that I'm coming up and connecting and pushing down is that it's very easy when we do this movement to have this left arm just come across horizontally. The left, so for example, just give me a second, Susan. So when we're here, it's very easy to just bring this left arm to here, to just go, well, the shortest path is from here to here. I want you to show up, down. It's not just across, it's up and then down. Yes, I see some people doing that. Very nice. Yep. Now, so for example, if Susan comes in, I could in fact do both, pull to the side, and then there's a strike. So the strike is here again. So deflect, and then a strike here. The Chinese name for this movement, Lao Xiao Bu, the second part, Ao Bu, actually is twist step. We say brush knee and push. And in fact, I want to show you what the twist step means. So Susan comes in, I deflect, and in fact, you can see, yeah, I think you can see. So my left foot is behind her right, left, whatever her foot is there. If I pull her here, she's going to fall over. So I've trapped her foot and I'm pulling her down. So let's do that again. So trap and pull down. Now let's say she releases that foot, steps back and strikes with the other hand. I come in and do it again. She steps back, I come and do it again. And so the reason I wanted to show you that is that you'll see later in the first section, we don't just do one of these, we do a series of them, one after the other. And the reason we do that, I mean, the form is a bit like a catalog of all the things we can do. It's to say you don't just have to do it once, you can do it multiple times, one after the other. Okay, thank you, Susan. Okay, so let's practice that together quite a few times. And but before we start, let me just check. Are there any questions? No. Okay, good. So we're going to start in white crane. 1, rotate the arms with the waist turn. So your chest is now beginning to point to the corner. 2, pull down, step out to a bow stance with the left leg, right arm to the back corner. 3, brush with the left arm, right arm to the right shoulder. Keep your chest sinking. 4, move weight forward. strike out. Again, I'll start here. We're in white crane. 1, with chest turning, rotate the palms. 2, circle the right down, left up, then right up, left down, step out. When you root with your left foot, your arms are to the corner. Brush with the left arm, right arm to the shoulder, and push. Again. 1, with waist rotation, rotate the arms. 2, swing down, close the arms and step. Keep pushing your weight forward, brush with the left arm, right to the shoulder, and push forward. Again. 1, rotate the palms, chest starts turning. 2, chest keeps turning. Step out, close and step, root with the heel. Now push forward your weight, big circle with the left hand, right to the shoulder, pushing out. Again. 1, with waist turning, rotate the palms. 2, swing, keep rotating the chest so that you can look towards the back corner, step out, close and step, brush and push. And release. So I just want to mention a few things, keep adding a few things, and as I said earlier, if your brain is full, that's perfectly fine. You'll hear another teacher saying this next time you review this class. So you don't have to internalize everything. I want to talk a little bit about the body turning. And so you remember I said, we use our waist turning. So when we start in in white crane, our chest is square to the front. As we start rotating, we're rotating our chest to the right, and it's that rotation of the chest to the right that's making our palms rotate. So you can try this. So as you rotate the chest, rotate the arms at the same time. So rotate the waist, rotate the hands. Rotate the waist, rotate the hands. Now we're going to swing down, out, and step. Now in this position, what I want you to notice is that my right arm is to the back corner. For that to be the case, my chest needs to be more than corner. So actually, when I do this first rotation, I have to keep turning my body, keep turning at the waist, so that when I'm here, my right arm is to the back corner. My chest is actually opened more than 45 degrees from the front direction. Now, as I start moving forward my weight, there's a slight movement in the chest to here. But most of the movement in the chest is when I bend my knee. And it's at this point, when I strike out with the right arm, that the energy comes from my legs through the rotation of my chest from corner to square and into my hands, so that the energy goes from the legs through the waist turn and into the hands. So let's do that a few more times. So we're in white crane. On the right leg, 70%, ball touch with the left. 1, rotate the waist, rotate the palms. 2, swing the arms, step out into a bow stance, arm to the back corner. Brush as the right arm comes to the shoulder and push. Again. 1, rotate the waist, rotate the palms. 2, big circle as your waist keeps rotating so your chest keeps turning, bow stance. 3, start moving the weight forward, flatten the foot to the arm out, and then now deliver your strike as the chest comes to square. Again. 1, rotate palms and waist. 2, big circle. The left arm, remember, goes up and then back down to the corner. Brush, looking to the front, strike out as your chest comes square. What I want you to imagine is that the energy point for your strike is the heel of your right hand. So that's what's connecting with your opponent, is the heel of your right hand, and that's at shoulder height. Again. 1, rotate the palms through a waist turn. Keep turning. Look to the back corner where your right arm is as you step out onto a bow. As you brush, follow the left palm to the front and strike out. One more thing, 2 more things. In general, we follow the leading arm when we gaze. So we have different parts that we attend to. We think about the footwork, we think about our body movement, we think about our hand movement, we think about practice method, and then we think about the gaze. And so for this movement, what the gaze is doing, we're starting gazing to the side. We follow this left hand, pick up the right, and we're looking in the direction of the right hand towards the back corner. Now, as we brush the table with the left, the gaze goes in the direction of the left hand. Don't look at the hand, look horizontally to the horizon in the direction of the hand. Now you're looking to the front, strike out. The other thing that I want us to remember is whenever, and the reason why we do standing practice is to get these posture things into our bodies so that we don't have to think about it, but I still have to think about it. And so the one that I want to point out now is when we're doing this and we're saying, pull out the elbows, sink the chest round the back. When this right arm comes in, I want you to feel your back rounded. I don't want your arm back like this. It's sinking. Your chest is sinking with your palm sitting in front. So when the arm comes in, it's sitting in front of your chest. So when it's coming in, it's sitting in front of the chest. Remember, you don't want your elbow to be past the side of your body. That'll is a way of checking that your chest is sinking. So let's do this together one more time, just for luck. Okay. We're in white crane. Left brush knee. 1, rotate the waist, rotate the arms. 2, big circle. Step out, look to the back corner. Flatten the foot, bring the right arm to the right shoulder. Make sure your back is rounded. Press out, looking to the front. And what we're going to do is to combine this with the movement we learned last week. So we'll do from raise hands, step forward, we'll do white crane and then brush knee all together. So we're going to start at the end of raise hands. So we're on a left leg taking the weight, heel touch with the right arm higher than left, chest open to the left. So this is the end of raise hands. 1, rotate the palms, pull down. Look to the side. As you close, pick up the right foot, put it down. Shift your weight, chest comes to square. Lift with the right, press down with the left. This is white crane. Now, left brush knee. Rotate the palms, rotate the waist. Keep turning the waist. Look to the back corner, close and step. As the weight goes forward, right arm to the right shoulder, sink your chest, press out. Torso tilted, head up, looking straight forward, and release. We'll call that good. Are there any closing questions? Nope. And if anybody has any other questions, please stay after class and we can talk about it then. I apologize for running late. I get carried away. So yes, thank you, Rima. I appreciate that. So let us close class. 同学们，再见。
老师再见。
Thank you so much, everybody. Wonderful to see you all. Have a wonderful week. Keep practicing, and I will see you next week.